現在時間交俾國家安全處總警司李桂華先生，有請你上。
係各位傳媒朋友好啊！今日咧我哋國家安全處咧就得悉係法庭咧就係有一個係關於立場新聞嘅裁決出咗嚟㗎，其中咧3名嘅被告咧就一項串謀發布及複製煽動刊物罪咧係罪名成立嘅。咁就呢3位嘅被告咧分別咧係該間網媒入邊嘅總編輯、署任總編輯，同埋咧該公司嘅一個嘅母公司嚟嘅。咁喺57日嘅審訊入邊咧，我哋控方咧就係展露咗好多不同嘅證據，係睇得到咧，其實呢3名嘅被告人士咧都係透過一啲嘅報道啦，透過一啲博客啦，透過一啲嘅專訪，就喺2020年嘅7月7號至到2021年嘅12月9號期內咧，去發放一啲帶有呢個煽動性嘅文章嘅內容啊。其中咧係包括咗咧係污蔑國安法啦，同埋佢嘅執法行動，同埋仲有就係一啲嘅煽動一啲嘅離叛，同埋係散播分裂國家嘅信息，同埋鼓吹咧係推翻政權啊等等。仲有咧就係乞求外國咧就向香港同埋呢個嘅中國政府咧係施壓，係進行一啲嘅制裁嘅行動。而最尾嘅咧，亦都有一啲咧就係透過一啲反政府嘅議題去推波助瀾，係挑起公眾對中央同埋特區政府嘅一啲嘅仇恨。咁法官咧都喺佢個判詞入邊講得好清楚啦。我哋俾佢控罪咧係合憲，亦都咧每一個被告人喺犯案嘅時候咧，亦都係有一個嘅煽動嘅意圖嘅存在。咁我哋喺2021年12月29號咧，對呢個嘅新聞，對呢個立場新聞咧係採取執法行動嘅時候咧，有一啲人咧都係不分青紅皂白啦，就話我哋咧就其實喺度打壓緊嘅新聞自由同埋言論自由嘅。咁今日法官佢嘅判詞正咧就可以睇得出我哋究竟係有咩嘅理據，同埋咧有咩急切性咧係需要當時嘅執法行動嘅。咁或者我都要想提及一下啦，喺呢個公民權利及呢個政治權利國際公約入邊咧，都講到明嘅，呢一類嘅自由咧並非係一種絕對性嘅自由嚟嘅。如果遇到一啲係國家安全嘅情況啊，遇到一啲嘅公共安寧、公共秩序嘅情況咧，係可以施加一啲嘅規限嘅。咁啊，再者，我估大家都有留意㗎啦。最近喺世界各地咧，都有一啲嘅事情係因為一啲嘅假消息，因為一啲煽動性嘅消息咧喺網上入邊流傳咧，令到影響咗一個社會秩序、社會嘅穩定，甚至可能一個國家安全嘅情況出現嘅。其實呢個嘅情況咧，我哋喺2019年、2020年嘅時候咧，我哋都係歷歷在目嘅。咁隨住我哋嘅維護國家安全條例嘅喺我哋今年嘅3月23號刊憲生效咗之後咧，如果再有人用呢啲咁嘅辦法係違反我哋呢啲咁嘅法例嘅話咧，我哋將會係採取咧係會根據係呢條條例嘅24條，即係話係煽動意圖嘅相關罪行咧係進行調查同埋檢控嘅。罰則嗰方面咧，就係經審訊係可以去到7年。如果當中係有涉外或者即係話有勾結外國勢力嘅情況咧，係可以去到10年嘅。所以我喺度呼籲咧，切勿以身試法。或者我喺答問題之前咧，我用英文再講一次啦嚇。Before I take the questions, I use English to have my statement again. The National Security Department of the Hong Kong Police is aware that the court verdicts on the three defendants of the Stand News cases have been convicted of the one count of the publishing or reproducing the seditious publications. Defendants is the editor-in-chief and the acting editor-in-chief, and also the mother companies of the medias. During the 37 days of the trials, the prosecution presents a lot of evidence showing that the defendants have published report, blogs, and interviews between the 7th of July of 2020 and December of the 29 of the 2021. The information they want to disseminate, including some defaming the Hong Kong national security law and the enforcement action related, and inciting the affections, and expressing the information on the secessions, and inciting others to be sufficient, and begging the foreign country to impose the sanction to the China and the Hong Kong. And the one is the bringing the hatred against the Central People's Governments and the Hong Kong SAR governments through a lot of a sensitive issue around us. The judge's rulings clearly show that the defendants have a seditious intent when they commit a crime, and the charge laid on them is in compliance with the constitutions. When the National Security Department took the enforcement against the Stand News on the December and the 2021, some people criticize us that we are suppressing the freedom of the speech and the press. But today's the judge verdict have clearly illustrated that the necessity and the lawfulness of the enforcement taking on that day. One point I have to emphasize that according to the international covenant on the civil and the political rights, are very clear show that the freedom of this nature is not the absolute one. And in the interest of the national security and public safety and the public order, restriction can be imposed. And you can see that recently we have some cases happen in other countries, showing that the impact of the fake news and the seditious information on the internet, how they can have been had an impact on the public security and the stability of the societies. As the safeguarding the national security ordinance have come into the effect in the March this year, if anyone commit the crime of this nature against, National Security Department will be followed and prosecute in according to the Article 27 of this ordinance, namely the offense in connection with the seditious intent. As far as the punishment is concerned, after trial can be 7 years. If the cases is related to the colluding with the foreign power, that will be increased to 10 years. So that's my part. So 有咩問題咧？請問大家。係。
唔該曬你 Sir。好，而家到發問嘅時間，想發問嘅傳媒請舉一舉手，每次發問最多2條問題，唔該。
你好，李 Sir 明報㗎。剛才法庭呢就住11篇嘅涉案文章係裁定有煽動意圖啦。咁想請問警方呢會唔會就住撰寫啲文章嘅記者或者係相應嘅博客作家呢係進行調查或者係進一步嘅行動？唔該。
係首先呢係17篇嘅嚇，咁咧另外呢就係話入邊嘅作者啊，同埋嗰啲嘅負責寫嘅人士呢，我哋會睇一樣嘢嘅啫，就係、是。究竟佢冇一個煽動意圖去做呢一樣嘅嘢？咁當然如果有嘅話咧，咁我哋會同律政處商量，究竟再唔適合係一個嘅檢控嘅情況啦嚇。
Hi, Mr. Lee, Hong Kong Free Press. I was wondering, could you confirm with us that this was the first time for you to go into the courtroom and attend a national security case verdict hearing in person, and what sets this case apart for that required your presence in the courtroom? Thank you.
From time to time, I have attended court for the cases. That will be let me to know more about the cases, other than I was a brief or on the case alone. That's not my first time. Okay.
Mr. Lee, this is questions from Nikkei. So this is the first case, sedition case that's been putting on the journalists. So has the police been actively collecting different materials toward the medias or news agency so far after the Stand News? And If it is, then what type of action or what are the concerns or factors that the police will take from the court decisions into the future prosecution? Thank you.
I think you put it this way, we are not actively to capture all the information from the press, but as far as you know that because the news is going to the public, we can, as the member of the public, can take on this one. So as for your questions, I think that we are not to impose a lot of restriction on them, but we are just looking into that. Rather, they have been disseminated, the information is seditious in nature. That's all is according to the law.
Questions from RTHK. So, Mr. Lee, what does the Stand News verdict imply on press freedom? And also, what do you make of the jury's decision to acquit 6 of the defendants in the separate Slayers case? Thank you.
Let me start. Today is about the Stand News, but you asked for the others violent cases. I maybe have to make a little bit comment, but actually I cannot make a comment on the court. But you know that this is a very serious cases. Involve genuine firearms, explosive, and a very organized plot to kill people, police, and other innocent people as well. Maybe I have to add one point that 7 of these syndicates have been pled guilty in the court in earlier times. So that with this one, is totally is 8 of them. But as a police, I can sure that we have try our best to protect our society from this one. And may I have appeal for this one? If anyone have information about this kind of report or another violence crimes, please call us. We will take it professionally.
你好啊，無線㗎，想請問一下呢，就係今次屠龍案嘅案件啦，就6個人呢都係打甩咗啦，得一個被告賴振邦係有一個交替控罪罪成嘅，想問下你哋點睇啦？同埋點解你要今次親自嚟到區院一度聽呢？立場案係咪因為即係涉及一啲指控話新聞自由嗰方面，你哋係唔認同呢？唔該。
係咁咧，首先兩個題目啦，第一個問題就係。問翻屠龍嗰個問題啦，嗱屠龍嗰個問題咧，其實呢個法庭嘅裁決咧，我身為執法者咧，唔方便喺度做一個嘅評論。但係咧有一樣嘢我想同大家講嘅咧，呢個案件係一個好嚴重嘅案件嚟㗎，真槍甚至有長槍，有炸藥，佢個炸藥嘅份量咧係可以造成好大嘅死傷，包括咗警務人員或者係參與當時遊行嘅人，或者其他啲無辜嘅人士，又有一個非常之完整嘅計劃。咁其實呢個案件咧喺較早前咧已經有7名嘅被告咧已經係認罪㗎啦嚇，有7名被告已經認罪㗎啦。咁唯有我一樣嘢可以同大家講，我可以代表警方講嘅，我哋係非常着重呢一類咁嘅案件嘅，我哋咧係會繼續係會保障我哋香港人嘅我哋喺香港生活嘅人嘅人身嘅安全同埋佢嘅財產嘅安全。如果咧遇到呢啲嘅問題嘅話咧，我希望。如果大眾咧見到呢啲咁嘅消息嘅話咧，要盡早同我哋警察講同報警話俾我哋聽，我哋會有做一個適當嘅處理。咁至於頭先你問係咪我今次第一次係嚟呢個聽審啦？其實唔係嘅，我咧係當然我唔能夠每日都嚟啦咁但係咧如果呢啲咁嘅案件，我除咗我同事向我報告，或者我喺睇一啲文件向我報告之外咧，我係非常之咧係，如果我有時間話咧，我都會抽離咧去呢度聽一聽究竟個案情係點嘅，絕對唔係話我第一次嚟聽呢啲咁嘅國家安全有關嘅案件。
坊間都有聲音話，即係呢單案嘅判決可能會影響新聞自由同言論自由。你哋警方會有咩回應呢？
其實咧，我估睇翻個判決啦頭先我都即刻去睇嘥即係用一啲好快嘅時間去睇咗。其實咧其實更加好啊，俾大家知道咧，其實有啲咩問題咧係我哋係覺得會係可能會干犯法律嘅。其實好簡單。原來咧就係一啲煽動性嘅物品喺入邊就會有㗎啦。嗱，我哋唔係話有咩題目唔報得，有咩案件唔報得，唔係嘅。只不過 如果佢選擇用一個煽動意圖嘅去做一個報導嘅做法，即係話咧揾嗰個事情嗰個載體，去要嚟散播你一啲嘅自己嘅煽動意圖嘅信息嘅話咧，呢個就唔做得啦。呢個咧可能會受到我哋法律嘅制裁，所以大家咧可以翻去睇睇嗰個判詞咧，就會明白當中嘅道理㗎啦。
呢個係最後兩條問題啊。
喂。喂，你好啊，係我哋日本共同社嘅，咁就想問一問啦。咁我哋今日有好多外國嘅媒體都在場啦。咁今次呢一單亦都係第一單新聞機構被起訴嘅案件啦。咁對於即係外國媒體喺香港報導嘅自由方面，就住呢一單案嘅判決，你哋又有啲咩嘅回應呢？尤其係今次呢，就牽涉到一啲煽動嘅罪名啦。咁喺呢一個即係大家都知道呢一個唔單止係香港媒體包括在內嘅外國媒體都會牽涉嘅。咁都想回應一下，謝謝。
嗱，首先咧，我覺得唔應該分外國媒體、本港媒體。其實我哋嗰把尺個法律都係用嗰一樣嘢嚟嘅嚇，大家呢樣嘢要釐清先。第二樣嘢咧就係咧，其實我哋咧就今日我哋講嗰個係一個案情，係一個關於煽動嘅案嚟嘅嚇。而嗰個人咧係借助佢個報導咧而去作出一個煽動。咁咧，我哋嘅條例入邊咧已經，譬如話，我哋喺以往我哋係會用呢個刑事罪行條例啦，而家我哋咧就係會用呢個嘅維護國家安全條例啦。其實入邊都寫得好清楚嘅，入邊有乜嘢嘅情況咧係屬於係一個煽動嘅情況。咁大家咧翻去睇一睇，一般人係唔會犯呢啲嘅，一般人係唔會犯呢啲嘅。就算好似頭先咁講法，嗰17篇文章。入邊嘅題目，其他報章、其他嘅媒體都係有買㗎。點解偏偏佢係會俾人拘捕呢？因為佢係用咗嚟要做一啲煽動意圖嘅嘢。咁所以大家呢，我希望大家要留意，就係睇翻我哋嗰個嘅條例入邊啦。另外呢，我亦都要想講就係話呢，如果你睇翻我哋個國安法入邊呢，其中喺好早嘅條章入邊呢，都有講到明呢，我哋係會留意到呢，係使用呢個嘅公民條頭先我講過嘅就係呢個呢個公民權利、政治權利國際公約，我哋係揸得好緊嘅呢方面。除咗我哋執法之外咧，我哋睇呢樣嘢，我哋都睇得好緊嘅。
好，而家最後一條。
Two questions from AFP. First, will the NSD actively contact news outlets after today to remind them and remove articles because of this verdict? And the second question is the judgment for those 17 judges went through them in detail to say which one was seditious and which one was not. Do you think average people, members of the public, they have the skills to make the same type of decision and as the judge did?
First of all, I think that it's not necessary to remind them because this is a law. Everyone should be have been the way to understand that one, so that today, we are after the trial. The judges have make some comment on this one. You can follow this one to see whether you will be the one to be in problem, to be prosecuted, something like that. But as the reporter asked me that whether it's professional enough to know that the thing is is right or wrong, something like that. But as I've seen some example on this one, the nature of the news is. Because maybe more, but I can say that. Say for example, if you think that is inciting a disaffection is all right, is right, or you're spreading information in the secession is right, or inciting other to be subversion, is it correct? That is a very clear one, and I don't think that we may have a problem for this one. So again, please make reference of the article, the section 24 of the saving the national security ordinance. You will find that what kind of thing we cannot do it. And also, if you want in detail, because you were in the media and you want to know more, please make reference to the verdict today. You will know that much more clear and you know that this is not a very easy to be arrested for this kind of offenses. Okay.
好多謝晒咁多傳媒朋友嘅發問啦，咁今日嘅簡報會都完結，唔該晒。